So you're going to join a game jam. And that is super exciting, and I highly recommend it. If you're even interested in joining a game jam, I think it is a great way to develop your skills as a game developer, not just for VR, but for any kind of game development from 2D to 3D to VR to even AR game jams. There's tons of game jams out there, and I am super excited that you're interested in joining one. But what do you need to do before you even start the jam? What do you need to think about? What should you be preparing for? So let's talk about a few of these things. First things first is you want to find a jam that you're interested in. A lot of them have different themes or different applications that you'll be using, and even different time scales. So like the game jam that me and Dinesh are putting on at the end of October is going to be a 72-hour game jam. itch.io has tons of game jams running all the time, and to find them, all you have to do is go to itch.io's homepage and click on the jams tab up here, and you can see some popular ones, and then scroll down and just find a jam that works within your time frame. There's tons of them here. You can sign up for any of them. Make sure you're checking the rules and descriptions to make sure you're using the correct game engine and tools and whatnot, but feel free to scroll through this and find some cool jams. See, there's the VR Super Jam. So let's look at the VR Super Jam, and I'll walk you through what you should be preparing for, what you should be thinking about, and we'll just kind of talk about it. So this is the jam page that you'll be seeing. You have a overview, and then there's a community tab. This is a good place to ask for a team. There's also Discord. If you're in a Discord server with one of the creators of the game jam, so like mine or Dinesh, then those are good places to look for teams. You can see how many people have joined and how many people are going to actually participate in the jam. So there are 70 people already signed up to participate in the jam. You can see the dates. We open on October 21st, and you will get your topic then, and then you will have 72 hours till October 23rd at 6 p.m. my time, so this will automatically adjust based on your time zone, and you have 72 hours for this particular game jam. It differs per jam to deliver a game start to finish with all of the art, all of the coding, all of the music. It is a great way to build up your portfolio. There's this countdown timer, shows you when the game jam is actually going to start. You can click join jam. You have to have an itch.io account in order for you to actually be eligible to sign up. It's a free account. I highly recommend getting one if you don't already have one, because itch.io has a lot of free games you can play as well. And you can also play a lot of these games that are going to be out as well. Even if you don't sign up for the jam, you can still play the games. There's a little intro video for our jam, and then sometimes jams will even have prizes. So for ours, we are offering over $1,000 worth of prizes. It's well worth your time, and right now you have a 3 in 70 chance of winning a prize, which is super cool. We talk about winning conditions, so these will vary based on the jam, but ours is on technical prowess, creativity, how close you are to the theme, how much fun it is, and then what your community rating is. So because we're giving away prizes, we're going to have a community rating, but then also we have a panel of judges to make things a little more fair. And then there's the rules. There's always the rules, so make sure you look at these. The rules can vary from you have to make everything from scratch to you can use any asset you have access to. So for this one, we are actually providing you with a interaction toolkit. So you'll get a link to a GitHub page or a zip file to download, and this will get you to a starting point, and this ensures everyone starts from the same spot, but any game engine is allowed, any asset that you have purchased is allowed for our particular game jam. So if you have one that you like Hurricane VR, I personally like, or VRTK, which is free, feel free to use those, and those really help the game's overall quality, and it also speeds up your development time because you don't have to do it all. And also teams. I highly recommend getting together a team of people. It makes the jam much more fun. You're going to be getting very little sleep. You'll be hanging out with these people for the course of the whole jam. It's super fun, and you learn a whole lot about each other and about how you work in a team under a stressful environment with little sleep. So I highly recommend getting a coder, an artist, and a musician, and even maybe like a storyteller, someone who's good at story concepts or game idea concepts, to put together in a team. And of course, these can all have overlaps, but it helps to each person have a specialty. So like for instance, when I did a jam last month, I was doing all of the coding, and then I had an artist, and then I had a sound technician to do sound effects and background music and all that, and then I also had a storyteller to help us make the actual game structure and give us a little direction instead of just being like blah. But in the end, the most important part of a game jam is to have fun, learn some stuff, and you can build up your portfolio very quickly this way. By racking up several game jams over the year, you can very quickly increase your portfolio and get hired a lot faster that way, and end up making a lot more potentially if you have a solid portfolio of game jams. And then the last tip that I have for you is leading up to the game jam, I highly recommend you practice. So pick a tool that you're planning on using during the game jam. Usually jams will not allow you to start before the actual start date, but you can create other projects and go ahead and make you come up with your own theme and make a project based off of that. Get used to how the AI works, or try to identify some of your weaknesses of, okay, well, I'm not too good at start menus, so I'm gonna make a start menu, figure it out, make sure I can get through the whole flow, try to make a game start to finish. And a lot of these things like sound effects, start menus, really add a lot of polish to these jam games. Make sure not to neglect that. Maybe practice some of these elements a little bit so you're used to it and you don't have to learn it at the same time that you're making the game. You want to focus on making the game, so do some learning beforehand, and I'm actually going to help with that. I'm going to be putting out more videos about Unity basics and getting up and running and how to make some basic games. I'm going to do a tutorial about Hurricane VR and how to use that in a basic way, get that up and running. I'm going to try to put out as many videos as I can leading up to this game jam, so you will be prepared as I can get you. So if you are interested in joining the VR Super Jam, make sure to go to the link down below and sign up. It's going to be super fun, and I will be playing every single game that gets submitted and doing some videos about some reviews about the games afterwards, doing some technical critiques and whatnot. It's going to be super fun. Might even do some live streams leading up to it, answering some questions and all that fun. It's going to be super cool. There's $1,000 worth of prizes on the line, and right now it's looking pretty good for your odds if you sign up. So I will see you in the next one.